Hello YouTube world, my name is Nicholas Montez and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to another YouTube channel video everybody. I'm so excited to have y'all back here together again. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the last movie in my series Journey to West Side Story, also known as the Steven Spielberg film reviews. Technically, I was supposed to review two movies. I'm planning to review two movies next week, but the thing is, they're not going to be released, but Ready Player One is the last Steven Spielberg film. But it doesn't matter, honestly. We're going to start off with the new year fresh and original. And today we're going to be reviewing Ready Player One. So let's get started talking about Ready Player One. What I absolutely loved about this movie was really just the world that Steven Spielberg created. One of the things that I really like about Steven Spielberg is that in almost every film that he's ever made, he's able to create worlds or use concepts and make them interesting. So like E.T., basically, that story has been replicated so many times before as an alien has come. How an alien has interfered with human life. Jaws, sort of the attack of a shark on 4th of July. Indiana Jones, an adventure MacGuffin movie. And even West Side Story is going to be a movie about based on a book and racism and really just this whole story. And this movie is just one of the most creative films of his entire filmography, as you basically create a world of the Oasis that I thought was very beautiful. The visual, and what makes it so good is that the visuals are absolutely fantastic. Where it's set in, where the Oasis is this technological world, where it's sort of like this video game thing, and they basically, like, it's set in the future, garbage everywhere, and everyone goes to this place just because they can escape to a world and be together. And it created a pretty interesting movie where it has some interesting characters. The main lead, who played Cyclops in X-Men Apocalypse and X-Men Dark Phoenix, I thought he was a pretty good character to be the main character. And how he actually kind of forms friendships. You kind of get to explore his life around Ready Player, around the Oasis, where you get to see his friends meet in real life. You get to see him actually kind of fall in love throughout the progress of it. And yeah, I really thought that part of the movie was good. Likewise, the movie, just as you're doing this whole Oasis thing, and it's like visual spectacular, the action is also really good. As you're in this video game world, you also just have great sequences. You have the Iron Giant, you have this Mecha Godzilla, you have the Ninja Turtles, you have Chucky. You can literally do all of this, and it's fantastic. And it's so, there are so many details that you can do, and especially that big fight at the end where you have all those characters fighting each other. So I thought that thing was really, really cool. Another thing you gotta talk about with this movie is that the cast is pretty good. You have Hannah John Kamen, who played Ghost in Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I thought she played a pretty good character. Ben Mendelsohn as this villain-type character who played Talos in Captain Marvel. He played someone in The Dark Knight Rises. He played, he's just been in so many roles. He played in a movie with Ryan Reynolds once. So he's been in a couple of movies the past couple of years. and I thought he did a pretty good job in this film as the villain and stuff. So I thought it was pretty awesome. Along those same lines, in that because you're in the Oasis and you don't really know who you're talking to in this game, you actually get to kind of like meet people in real life. And I thought that was a really cool arc that the characters had in the story, where you actually find out where you find out that this ninja person is actually a kid, an 11-year-old kid. You'll find out that the girl that he's fallen in love with is kind of a bummer and has a scar on her eye, but technically he wasn't disappointed. And then you find out that the guy's best friend was actually a girl. And so it kind of does something very cool with the way the story is told. So there's a lot of things I really enjoyed about this movie. Now let's move on to the bad. And I think that the big problem here is the way they kind of told the story. Now, obviously, the story is told as there's this video game world called the Oasis where people go and escape because technology life is this world. It just seems better to some people. But they set up this story of trying to find these keys and these eggs, and I just don't really think that plot line was very interesting that much. And it just kind of does a little bit too much. And when those fan service moments happen, they don't really make sense because you have this whole big war. But I just feel like that it's just kind of weird in the way of why it's happening. So that's really my only issue with the film, is that the story just does not make sense to me. I don't understand why we need to find these eggs and find these keys. It just does not make sense. But beyond that, I did enjoy this movie. I can't say that, even though that's the only problem I have with the film, I still can't say it's my favorite of all of them. But it is a very good movie, and I would definitely recommend it to Steven Spielberg fans. So that's my review for Ready Player One. Before I give my final score, be sure to tell me down below, what were your thoughts on Ready Player One? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Or right in between? Did you guys watch this movie when it came out back in 2018? And have you read the book of Ready Player One, as well as the sequel of Ready Player Two? With that said, let's get on my scores. Alright, so that's it for my scores, but we're not done here yet. We have one more thing to do before we end this video, and that's to see where does Ready Player One rank in my Steven Spielberg ranking. So, let's see where that goes. so that's it for my scores. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My Instagram is Marvel6 and my TikTok name is MarvelFan. If you guys don't understand those names, head to my bad section so you can follow me on all social medias. I'm also on Letterboxd. It's the same name as Instagram of _6_. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.